An adverb is a word that modifies or describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb by making its meaning more specific. First, let's look at an example of an adverb modifying a verb. Farouk quickly cleaned his room. In this sentence, Farouk is a noun, the subject of our sentence. Cleaned is the verb. It's what Farouk did. I think quickly modifies the verb cleaned. It describes how Farouk cleaned. If you're having trouble telling if something is an adverb, remember this trick. Adverbs answer the following questions: when, where, how, and to what degree. First, find the word you think is an adverb, then find the word you think it modifies. Let's look at our example again. Farouk quickly cleaned his room. Remember that I thought quickly was an adverb. Now I'll put it to the test using the questions. How did Farouk clean his room? Quickly. If there's an answer to that question, that answer is an adverb. So here I've proven that quickly is an adverb. You may remember that lots of adverbs end with an ly. That's a good starting point for spotting an adverb, but there are plenty of adverbs that don't end that way. Here's an example. Farouk played well. Again, I'm going to use my questions. I'm going to use this one again. How did Farouk play? Well. Clearly, well is an adverb modifying the word play. You'll notice that in this sentence our adverb precedes the word it modifies, and in this sentence it follows the word it modifies. We'll talk about that a little later. Let's see if we can pick an adverb from a non-adverb. Morris is a friendly chap. Morris completely flattened the nose guard. In the first example, chap is a noun, and I think the word friendly modifies it. Remember your adjective questions? What kind of chap? A friendly one. I've just proven that friendly modifies chap and is, in fact, an adjective. In the second example, flattened is a verb. So completely could be an adverb. Let's test it. How did Morris flatten the nose guard? Completely. Or to what degree did Morris flatten the nose guard? Completely. I've just proven that completely is an adverb modifying the verb flattened. Second, let's look at an example of an adverb modifying an adjective. We'll use Morris again. Morris is an extremely friendly chap. We've already figured out that friendly modifies chap and is an adjective. But does extremely also modify chap? Let's try our adjective questions. What kind of chap? Extremely. That doesn't make sense. So extremely must not modify chap. Let's try our adverb questions. To what degree was Morris a friendly chap? Extremely. We've just proven that extremely modifies friendly, while friendly modifies chap. Third, let's look at an example where an adverb modifies another adverb. Very often, Philomena played her piano. Let's get the easy stuff out of the way first. Philomena is a noun, the subject of our sentence. Played is the verb. It's what she did. Piano is another noun, and her is a pronoun. That leaves only two words to consider. Let's use our questions. When did Philomena play? Often. Often must be an adverb modifying played. To what degree was it often? Very often. Clearly, very modifies the adverb often. Now for a couple little tips. If the adverb modifies a verb, it can go almost anywhere in the sentence. Let's look at some examples. Rupert was writing unhappily. Here, unhappily, the adverb modifies the verb was writing, both parts of the verb. Rupert was unhappily writing. Still an adverb, but now it's splitting my verb phrase, still modifying it. Rupert unhappily was writing. Here we've just switched it to in front of the verb. Unhappily, Rupert was writing. If an adverb is modifying a verb, it can go anywhere in the sentence, as we've just demonstrated with Rupert. But when the adverb modifies an adjective or another adverb, it always goes right before the word it modifies. That should make it easy to spot. My very dry plant needed water. In this example, dry modifies plant. It's an adjective modifying plant. Very is an adverb modifying dry. Which plant? The dry plant. To what extent was it dry? Very. The Martians almost always take prisoners. Martians is my noun. Take is my verb. When do the Martians take prisoners? Always. So always is an adverb modifying take. To what degree were they always taking prisoners? Almost. So almost is an adverb modifying the adverb always. Here's another tip. The following common words are always adverbs: not, very, and really. Bert didn't buy the pancakes. Don't be confused if there's a contraction. All that means is did not, and if you have to write it out, do it. Bert did not buy the pancakes. Here the subject of my sentence is Bert, and my verb is did buy. But we've got that word not splitting up my verb phrase. To what extent did Bert buy the pancakes? Not